This time, we are going to go back to my favorite topic, Cisco Secure Firewall, and we're going to talk about using certificate plus SAML and ISE for RAVPN. Now, most people don't do this. A little bit of overkill, and you know, it works, it makes sense, but again, this is a little bit of overkill. Now, I did do a certificate-based authentication for RAVPN video. I'm going to put that up here somewhere. So go look at that so you can learn at least the fundamentals or see what it looks like for just certificate-based authentication. I'll put a link in the description below and learn that first. Learn what certificate-based authentication is first, and then come back to this because we're going to add the additional SAML piece and the ICE posturing backend. Now, before we get into this, I'm going to do a whiteboard so you can understand the workflow, and then we're going to get into the lab. Now, I do have one favor to ask you guys. If you find any value from this video, please don't forget to share, comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. I got plenty of videos on this channel. You're going to learn a lot. And if you like learning deep dive or getting the deep dives into technologies and stuff like that, this is the channel for you. So with that being said, let's get to the blackboard. Let's go over the workflow, and then we're going to go into the lab. All right. So what we're talking about today is certificate plus SAML. Okay. Now, how this workflow is going to go. One of the most important pieces here. Let's go ahead and put our, let's say, user. And then this will be the firewall. I'm going to use FTD, the old school, right? And then we're going to have our SAML component. For this, we're going to use Entra ID. And then on the back end, this will also have Duo here. You'll have Duo for MFA. So now you can see a whole lot of components that are going to be into this. So first things first, what happens is you're not going to put a username and password on the first thing. So on the certificate-based authentication, just like certificate-based authentication, when you go to the RAVPN or when you activate it, it is not going to ask you for a username and password. So that's the first thing. All right. So number one is cert auth. Okay. Now, cert auth is fine when the FTD authenticates you based on your certificate and like, okay, we're good to go. The second piece is going to happen.